Hello, and welcome to our new and improved bus tour. We have been working so hard the past 5 days to get the bus clean and cleared for its new owner, and we're so excited to show you how ready it is for you to take on your next adventure. And the best part is this Suzuki van, the motorcycle right here, comes with the bus, and so you get to take that with you on all your adventures. And as sad as we are to see it go, we hope that you've been following our journey and that you get to see in our previous video why we have to say goodbye to our bus and our motorcycle. But without further ado, let's go on inside. You can see even just from opening the door right at the steps, already the steps got a refresh. So everything got repainted and is so clean and new that I am even going to take off my shoes and put it here to the right where we have our shoe storage. Again, in this bus life, storage is everything. So you're going to find a lot of little hidden compartments where you can put things. We chose to put our shoes here. You can do as you please. And here's where we chose to hang Vitor's skateboard. But there's two little compartments here that we can also use to put cables or any emergency items that you might need. So you have those right here on this side. I honestly love this side. And when I can, I like to sit up here. And this is sometimes my table, my desk. So I can look outside when we're parked and I get to see a big view. So this little ledge here that is right by the driver's side is one of my favorite places in the bus. But let's go inside and see our refreshed home. Welcome in. This is where Lua's car seat used to be, but now it's an open seat for you and your guests or whoever you'd like to host. So you can either sit facing the table or facing the mirror that we have here. So now there's ample amounts of seating for hosting in this bus if you don't have a child. But if you do have a child with you, then this is where the car seat was intended to be installed, so that we had a car seat stroller duo. And we built it in here because this is bolted in. So if you do have a child, you can sit them here, but if not, it's an open seat for another guest. And we have one of our two fridges in here. This could be a fridge or a freezer ready for you to use. So this became our beverage fridge, but you can use it for however you want it. Like I said, we had at one point, this was a long table, but now that we've cut it, we have two seating spaces. So this is another space that I also love to sit. This is where I sit during the rides, and I love to see the view out the window. So as you're traveling around, and if you have a passenger, this is a prime spot. So you get to enjoy here. I get my little armrest where I get to put my drinks and my snacks. To be honest, for us, we carried our parents' ashes with us. So that's what was traveling alongside me. But now it's open and free for you to use however you'd like to use. But this is another prime spot to work. And then you get to come over here to our little kitchen area. This is another fridge. This is the second of the two fridges, a little mini fridge, and it has a little freezer spot up here. So a small freezer spot. We have ice, an ice cube maker, so you get to take ice with you. I love ice. So what I love about my cooking space is that I get to cook over here, and I have also this prep space. So there's a lot of countertop space to use, whether you're using it for cooking, for reading, for working, for writing. We even have this table that can be propped up on the bed, or it could be folded and laid flat alongside the bed. We've used it in many ways. It's just here as an option if you choose to work from the desk. Another thing that we like to do is we also have an ottoman if you want to have it, and we can sit down on the ottoman, plug in our laptop to this monitor, so you can also have two screens to work with. So that's been great for us. And what I love about this station is that this is everything that we need, especially Starlink. Starlink has been our best friend on the road. It's great internet, and we get service everywhere and anywhere, except for if you're being covered by trees. So you just need to be parked out in the open so the satellites can reach the Starlink. And if you choose to use cell service, the WeBoost also can up your signal a little bit. So we have WeBoost. This right here is the Victron monitor that we use to monitor how much power we're using, how much is coming in, and to check out how our batteries are doing. So I showed you how we can set up the bed. This is also how you can take the bed, this table down, the arm folds in, and underneath the bed, you lift it up. You use this to hold it up. You have all the storage space over there and all the storage space over here. So we use this space a lot for tools. But underneath this board, so these are the 2 lithium batteries that I was referring to under the bed on the left side. Then under the bed on the right side, the water tank. So then moving down here, and this, like I said, is another seat that you can use, but the seat, of course, has to double as storage space. So we have 2 more drawers, one that's child-proofed and locked because we had this as our medicine cabinet, but you have 2 drawers here, and there's so many hidden cabinets. We have this cabinet here. So every little nook and cranny that we could fit something in, we made sure it was used for storage. When I say every little nook and cranny, I mean every little space, including this space right here that we put our cables in, our pencils, whatever you want to use. But there's more storage space. So there's a lot of places to hide your things. We have another storage space here under the bed, a drawer here. And then underneath the bed, you can see we have an Instant Pot, an air fryer, and a hot water kettle, all which will be coming with the bus for you to take with you. So I got to show you all our little hidden storage spaces down here, but what I didn't get to show you is underneath the table. This beautiful thing right here is our AC unit. And so this is powered by the generator that's outside. And we haven't really had much of a need for it, but if you do need an AC unit, you have one here. We like options, so you have plenty. Back to the drawers. You have more space here. This also comes with the bus, so you already get your dishes move-in ready, like I said. And over here, you get a magic bullet with the bus. You get your wine bottle opener, your can opener. You have your microwave here, a pot and a pan. You got your cutting boards. You're also going to get a fancy coffee machine, I believe.
Yes. Let me give you my appearance. My coffee machine is inside where we stay at our friend's house, but it will come. It's a Breville Bambino, so it's a small one because I purposely got a small one so you can fit
right there
here.
in that spot.
You can see down there, it's my grinder, my coffee grinder. So you can get fresh beans, grind it out, and make some nice espresso. So definitely it's coming with the bus as well.
So moving over to this side, this is where we keep our propane right here under the sink. And this is our propane stovetop that I just set up right here. Just turn it on from down there, turn it on from here, and then I can cook with the pots and pans we have there. So this is our kitchen setup. If you're not using the Instant Pot, the air fryer, the microwave, the go-to we have is our propane stove. This is extra storage, talks about all the storage spaces we have. This is what we use for our bathroom necessities, our toothbrush and toothpaste, and you can use it for whatever you please. So there's more storage spaces over here right by your bedside. We usually keep our phones over here, but you also have storage spaces up here. And also hiding behind these pillows are the switches for, can you tell us what the switches are for?
Okay, so this one is for the water pump. This one is to see the gray water. We have a specific switch. This one is to release the gray water. So you don't have to go outside and put a lever like some other RVs or people doing RVs. So it's just a ball valve electrical. Did you do this? Here I have it off because it's for our Nature's Head fan. So this always keep it on, but our Nature's Head is outside. And this one here is for the cameras. So when you're driving, I usually keep it on, but whenever we don't need it, then we're just stationary. You can just turn it off. So.
And those gauges over here can show you the water level. So as you can see, we're empty on water and need to fill up. We're also empty in our gray water. So this is the fresh water. I'll probably add a label. Fresh water and gray water there. You got your paper towel holder. You clean countertop sink space. And you got utensils here. This is where we put on the magnet bars our utensils. And it's free to use however you please.
Where we go.
Oh, yeah.
The shelf, we have plenty of space here. We usually keep like
a lot of things.
Yeah, coffee, rice. We actually put a lot of stuff and it's very steady. So you can put a lot of stuff and nothing ever fell. And yeah, you can use as you please. But storage. More
storage. Here we have it's not a whiteboard, it's a glass board, and you can use a whiteboard marker on it, which also will come in here for this board. And then over here we have our bathroom. So as we said, we redid the bathroom. We're so proud of finally getting it clean and clear and ready for you all. But If you choose to take out the Nature's Head toilet, this is how much space you have to take a nice hot shower. I love this bathroom, and I love that we have a hot shower. It's one of my favorite things about this bus. Every time I take a hot shower, I get out and I give Vitor a big hug because I'm so grateful that we get to take hot showers wherever we go. Usually the toilet is right here. So if you want to shower with the toilet there, you just put the shower curtain over the toilet and you can shower here, or you can move it out so you can have more space if you'd like. This is our new and improved bathroom. And now to show you our closet space. We've mostly moved out, and so some of the drawers still have our clothes in it, but you have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 drawers to use. And these drawers go deep, like, which one? I can show you how much clothes fit in one drawer. So we have a lot of space here for clothes, so much so that I even use one as like my journaling book drawer, junk drawer.
And up here is where I keep my computer, my laptop.
So you can put a backpack there.
I have a huge backpack that goes in there.
You got some hooks here. You can hang hats or whatever you'd like. But this closet, it looks small, but it goes really far in and can hold a lot of space.
Oh, and if you're a lady, you're going to appreciate this. It's a full-length mirror.
Our baby really loves it and always loves making faces in the mirror. But yeah, you get dressed and you have a mirror right here.
All right, my turn now. So starting first is our Max Air fan. It's the 3500 series, if I'm not mistaken, is the name, which even if it's raining, you can go ahead and just turn it on and then the rain won't affect. And you can, again, if you guys are not familiar, but it can bring air in and out at many different levels, and comes with a remote control that we keep right next to our bed. So that's awesome. And this is also the way that we go upstairs. We'll show that later, but it will just push this open and get up. And I want to talk real quick about our electrical system. It's all hidden here, ventilated. I have this last button here. Let's see if you can hear. I have 2 fans. Those are computer fans that actually takes the air out, pushing that way. So our batteries is right below the bed. We have 2 lithium batteries, 170 amp hours each, and that's 340 amp hours total. Plenty of power. Just, you know, if you get it for the Starlink, we both charge our laptop, cell phone, so it's really good. And for the hot days, we leave that on, so it takes the kind of the hot air from down there. It keeps the air flowing, and that's the reason why now I added these holes up here, so you can help with the flow of the air. Also, we have a DC to DC charger over here, so whenever we're driving, I can flip a switch when I'm driving and charge our batteries. So that's one way of charging. Second way, it's solar. We have 3 150 watt solar panels, so that's 450 if my math is correct. The third way is we have our generator. So our generator, whenever we use for the AC, or we can also use to charge our battery. And the fourth way is if you're in a house like we are at a friend's house, we can just get an extension cord, plug right in, and you don't have to worry about power. So 4 ways of charging the battery. And if you are a single person, this is more than enough to run everything. I feel like the Starlink is the one that if you're gonna use all day and you're working full-time a digital nomad, that's when you have to be a little bit more aware of the power, so you're keeping track. And if you're gonna use a lot of the Instant Pot or the microwave, if you're gonna you like to cook a lot of meals, so just keep it aware. But it's plenty, especially if we are somewhere right now. It's summertime in Utah. The sun it's out. If you live more in the south part of the United States, it's perfect. So moving on to the front here, which is my main area, because I'm the only one driving, because usually she's taking care of her baby. But it's very easy to drive. If you ever driven a pickup truck, F-150, 250, it's very similar. It's just a little slower because it's heavier, but it's a great drive. It's very stable. I usually do 65, 70 on the highway. I try not to push the engine too much because, again, we're not in a hurry. We like to just explore and drive safely, and I need to protect my girls. We have a couple cup holders down here and a couple of cell phone holders. I usually have my tablet here and here my phone to navigate and all that. AC works perfectly. both the the defroster or the AC. It's good. This is old school. I never bothered to change, but it works, but I never used it. And my camera's there. So if I think I turned it off the camera, but once you turn it on, there's no signal because we have to flip the switch. But the cameras are there and it's great. But we have two great big mirrors on this side and on that side. So the mirrors are great, but when you need to park or you need someone is on your tail trying to, if you're not going too fast, the cameras are good, so you can check that out. Going up here again, freshly painted. If you've seen our previous bus tour, we had our pictures, we had magnets, we had like a mess over here. But again, that's the way we loved it. But now it's freshly painted, everything is nice and clean. Here on the dashboard, these all these buttons, a few of them work. So this top here is for our top light. I installed a light up here. These here are for the actual school bus. So this one is a warning light, so it flashes. This one here is for the side of our bus, the stop sign. So that works. These two, I unplugged this, so nothing works. And this one here is the DC to DC charger that I mentioned earlier. So whenever I'm driving, I can check on my phone how much we're doing in batteries. If it's not 100%, just switch, charge it, and turn it off whenever we parked. But let me show here. There's another section here, right? Storage. We usually keep the bus documents here, insurance and all that. Our first aid kits keep here. So again, we have a bear spray. Oh my god. We have a bear spray. Jesus Christ. Slippery hands here. But we have a bear spray because we just came from Yellowstone and Banff and all that.
His shirt.
Oh yeah. So we have a bear spray. It's all yours. If you're the future buyer, you can already go get your bus, go to a place to see some bears, and you're good. And I think I covered everything here. Now let's just go outside and we'll talk about the exterior, the engine, all that. All right, so this is the famous diesel engine that I personally loved when I was set on buying a bus. I was in between two engines, the 5.9 liter Cummins and the 7.3 Powerstroke diesel engine. So again, if you're buying this bus, know this is good, but you guys out there that are looking for a bus, just stay, if you're gonna buy a bus around the year 2000, those are the two good engines. And this one in particular is good because it's pre-emissions. So there's none of the complicated like fuel emission stuff. So it's very basic and simple. Any diesel mechanic, they know about these engines because again, as I mentioned before, it's a lot of the Ford's F-150, which is probably the most sold car in history of Ford. So it's a well-known engine and powerful, and it's known to be the million-mile engine. Right now we have 216,000 miles. We bought it 170. So we drove a lot. We did United States, Mexico, Canada to prove, and then I can speak that I'm confident that this is a good engine. But again, if you're going to be the buyer watching this, I'm more than welcome to take it to your mechanic so he can see it, check it out, and know it's good. As far as maintenance, the main thing that I keep track of it is always checking the oil in a weekly basis or bi-weekly. The oil, clean the filters, which is super easy. You just open this up and I just blow it and clean it up. And checking the coolant for the radiator to make sure the engine stay cool. So as long as you're keeping those three things in check, it's good. And you're changing the oil. If you Google it, they're gonna say any 5,000 miles to 6,000 miles. But we always like to be more on the safe side. So every 3,000 miles, I have a board there, on the top of my seat that I always marked. Okay, the mile is this. Next oil change is and I personally do the oil change myself, which is super easy. If you've done before oil changes, you don't have to go spend $200-300 on a mechanic. You can do it yourself in this bus. Just one little bolt and one filter. They're easy access right next to each other. It literally takes 15 minutes and you're gonna save 150 bucks easy. Every oil change, we spend about, let's say, 60, 70 bucks, depending on which state you buy your oil. Prices vary a little bit, but it's super easy and great engine. Now that's that. Oh, headlights. We replaced the good headlights, LED lights. So moving on to this side here, on the bus, not much going on. I talk about the color of it. It's a vinyl wrap, and we bought it this way already because if you see the name, it's Party With. We bought it at an auction and was a company in Los Angeles that converted this from a school bus into a party bus. And we bought it in 2019, gutted everything out and built the interior. We like really identify with the Party With theme. We decided to just keep it. That's why our YouTube channel is just Party With. And then we put our initials, Vitor and Coyote. So we loved it because, we feel like we're happy people. So it changes colors every time, depending on the sun. And we get a lot of comments every time. We have all-terrain tires, and we just replaced it in their new tires as far as like a month ago, because if you follow us, we had a flat tire in Banff last month, and we had a flat tire just here about 2 weeks ago. So we replaced it all 4 tires in the back and the 2 in the front about a month ago. So we kept our logo. You can decide if you want it or not. I can help you take it out. But on this side here is the sign that it still works. It's pretty cool whenever there's a lot of traffic on the highway and I see people just passing, throw up the sign just to make them stop. But now moving to the back, we have the rack for the motorcycle, which is super easy. You just take this one part out, put it out here as a ramp, and then you just roll the bike up. And this is rated for 600 pounds, and the bike, it's 300 pounds, so it's plenty safe. I wanted to get a Harley, to be honest, but a Harley would be too heavy. And that bike, it's perfect. It's a dual sport van. They call it a Suzuki van. It's a dual sport bike, so it's safe to go off-roading, but it has all the legalities of being also on a street road. And we love it because we usually park the bus and take the motorcycle if we need to go grocery shopping or just go take it around. It's very fuel efficient. It's about 90 miles per gallon, so it's really good. Oh, let me show you now the garage. We emptied it out and it's all clear and good. We're ready to filter with the hose to fill up the water. The water tank, the 42 gallons clean water tank, it's there. Underneath, we have 20 gallons of gray water. So usually twice as much, so you can disperse in a safe place, you can disperse the gray water from there. But the clean water is here. And just to show how big and spacious. Oh no. Hello. You got plenty of space here. Usually we keep like chairs, tables, all my tools, and it's kind of pretty high too, so it's a lot of storage space. Oh, and actually in our first go around in 2020, we kept our 2 bikes here. So it was not like mountain bikes, it was regular bikes. So my Coyote had a foldable one and I had a normal like kind of BMX bike, and they both fit in here. So plenty of space. Our bed is here, if you notice. So whenever we're in a beautiful, by the beach, those beautiful scenic spaces, you can just pop your head out and just enjoy a meal or just enjoy the view from comfort of your bed. So yeah, this is the garage. Moving on this side. Boom. The only main thing here that we did, we cut up this open space here for the generator and the propane. So this generator, it's 4,000 watts, so it's plenty to run the AC and charge the batteries. So it has fuel, so you can either run by fuel or run by the propane. And you can see it's plenty of propane. We've used it, I think we only filled it up once in this whole year. So we've used enough the the generator, especially when we were in Canada right now, in Calgary. It was 4 days, was more stationary. It was raining a lot, not a lot of sun, and we didn't want to drive much. So the generator was kind of like the safe bet to use, and it works perfect. So you always want to have the backup of a backup. So if something goes wrong or you don't choose to use, you have options. So always good to have options. If you see our windows, we can open it up even on a hot day like today. You get the breeze inside. It's beautiful, perfect. But if you don't want it, you can just close them up with the curtains and have your safe space. Now, take you upstairs, which we had a lot of fun. So let's get up there. All right, now we are here upstairs in our rooftop. And as you can see, the beautiful thing is that you can come up here, enjoy a nice either coffee in the morning or beautiful sunset. Many times we have lunches and dinner here, just sitting on the deck. It's amazing. The main thing here to show, it's our Starlink dish. The only thing difference that I've done that I haven't seen much online is be able to, I put it on a swivel. So if you lift this up and you need to realign the dish for some reason, you can just lift this up and move it and then lock it in place. There are times where I had just a little bit of bad internet, and then I checked the Starlink app and he told me to realign it. So the antenna for the Wii Boost, so we still have that. And in the front here is our 150 solar panels each. So they do a great job. They're energy panels. They've been doing us wonders. All right, this is it. This is the end of our tour. Please like, subscribe, share if you made it this far. We appreciate you guys watching.
Yeah, we're just hoping to find someone who loves and enjoys this bus and this motorcycle as much as we have. So please share with your people, see if there's anyone who would be interested in taking this bus for an adventure. And thanks for all your support.
Bye-bye. Lua! Bye. Say bye, Lua! Say bye!